Let's begin kneeling in a toe sit position. So I want you to very carefully just uncurl any of your toes that might be tucked under, especially the little ones. They like to curl under. See if you can start to sink the weight of your body down towards your heels, and just take notice of the natural arches here in your spine, just that natural curve in the lower back, relaxing the rib cage, and try to relax the shoulders. Take 3 deep breaths here. You may like to close your eyes. Breathe in and out through your nose only. Once you've finished those 3 deep breaths, take the hands out in front of you, walk the knees back a little bit so your knees are directly below your hips, your hands are directly below your shoulders, spread the fingers out wide. I want you to start to draw some circles here with the body. Inhale as you take your body around forwards, exhale as you sink the hips down towards the heels. Consciously using your breath as you move today. Remembering that the word Vinyasa means to place in a special way. So not only are we placing our body very consciously into each pose, each position, we're also consciously placing our breath and consciously placing our thoughts as well. Let's go back the other way. Inhale as you take the chest forward, exhale as you bring the hips back. And then finding yourself back in this steady 4-point kneeling position, cat and cow. Exhale as you press the mat away from you. Inhale as you stretch out the other way. Exhale, round. Inhale, release, ironing out any creases in the body, any tension in the muscles. One more here, guys. Find a neutral spine position or a nice flat back. From here, wrist push-ups. Can you lift the palms of your hands up and down? Keep all 10 fingers connected to the mat. It's just the palms of your hands lifting and lowering. Awesome, guys. Flatten those palms down. Wrap your elbows back towards you. Bend the elbows, tap them on the mat, lifting up. So you can sink your hips back just a little bit towards your heels as you drop the elbows. Four more. Four. And last 2. And last one. Can you drop those elbows down? Keep them down. Send your left leg back behind you. Hold and make sure it's nice and long. As you send that leg back, make sure you're not sinking your hips over to the right. So can you really square off the hips here? And then start to lift the left leg up and tap the toes down. Lift, tap. So working a little bit into the glutes here. Remember, trying not to lean too much to the right. Lengthening that left leg behind you. Let's do 4 more for 4. Nothing moves in the body, just the leg. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bring the knee down. Let's try the other side. Extend the right leg back. Toes are touching the floor. Make sure you're not sticking the hips to the left. Square off those hips. Lift and lower the right leg. 2. And 3. 1 more here. 4. And 3. 2, 1. Now, keep that right leg behind you. Press the left leg back as well. Find yourself in forearm plank, keeping your elbows underneath the shoulders. Keep pressing the mat away from you. It's almost like you're doming through the upper back. So we don't want to be here. We want to be pushing that mat away from us. Shoulder blades are spread apart. From here, can you drop both heels down to the left and lift your right arm up high to the sky, side plank. Today we're keeping the left hand pointing forwards to the top end of the mat. Just holding this side plank here. Maybe you can stack the feet. Hold, keep those hips lifted. Look up towards your right hand and breathe. Come back down through center plank. Hold, keep pushing the mat away from you. Draw up your heels to the right, lift your left arm up high to the sky. Keep those hips lifted up. Can you look up towards your left hand? Really press down through the right arm. Hold and breathe. Keep those hips lifted. Look up towards your left hand. Maybe stack the feet. Woo! One on top of the other. See if you can come right onto the edge, blade edge, woo, of your right foot. It's a bit tricky for me. And come all the way down through the middle. Once again, hold without coming down. And then lower the knees. Press back, child's pose. Nice long arms here. Take 3 long, steady, deep breaths. And come all the way back up to your 4-point kneeling position. All right, moving a little bit faster. Take those knees out again. Spread the fingers out wide. Tap your elbows down and lift. Down. Lift. Get the elbows back. 4 more of these. For 4. Lift. 3. Lift. 2. 1. Hold the elbows down. Extend the left leg back. Lift the left leg up and down for 8. 7. Long leg. 6. 5. And 4. 3. Long leg. 2. 1. Change sides. Right leg extends back. Lift and lower. 2. Doesn't need to be high. Keep the body still, so you don't want to be moving through the back here. Just move the leg. 4 more. And 3. 2. 1. Good. Extend both legs back. Hold your forearm plank. Holding here. Keep pressing the mat away from you. Take your right hand up towards the sky, coming into your side plank. Can you stack the feet? Look up towards your right hand. Hold. Keep those hips lifted. Maybe you can lift the top leg off the bottom leg. Finding your balance here. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down through the middle. Transfer over to the other side. Push firmly through the elbow, pushing down, supporting with the shoulder. Maybe stack the feet. Can you look up towards your top hand? Maybe lift the top foot off the bottom foot. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down through the middle. Now, can you start to walk your feet up towards your elbows, finding dolphin pose? Press your heels down towards the floor. Push your shoulders up towards your ears. Rise up onto your tippy toes, then press the heels down. Up and down. Up, down, up, down. You've got 4 more. 4. Push through those arms. 3. Stay strong through the shoulders. 2. And 1. Walk the legs back. Find your forearm plank. 1 more time. Hold, 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 and breathe. Drop the knees. Come into child's pose. 3 deep breaths here. Really breathe, and can you lengthen the arms even further out along the mat in front of you? Beautiful, guys. Come all the way up to 4-point kneeling position. Tuck your toes, lift up. Downward facing dog. Start to walk the dog. 1 heel presses down, then the other, finding nice length through your hamstrings. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Rise up high on your tippy toes. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Shoulders draw back. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, stand tall. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. 3 rounds of sun salutation A. Make any modifications that you need to, or doing the full version. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold hands to the mat, step or float back. Landing in low plank if you can, on your knees or your toes. Coming through to baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Rise up high in the tippy toes, bend the knees, look forward, step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Round 2, here we go. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, shoulders draw back. Exhale, forward fold. Step, walk or hop back. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Rise up high in the tippy toes. Bend the knees, look forward, step, walk or hop. To the top, take a halfway lift, inhale. And an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale, press back, let's hold and meet in downward facing dog. Bring your feet together so that they touch. Lift your right leg up high to the sky, three-legged dog, hold. Really push firmly through your arms. From here, rise up high on your left tippy toes, then lower the heel back down. And again, lift and lower. Lift, lower, 2 more, lift, lower, last one, lift, lower. Rise up high on the left tippy toes, hold. Bring your right knee into your chest, take your chest forwards. Can you tap your knee down to the mat? Lift it up. Now I want you to really aim the knee towards the top end of your mat. Yeah, as high up towards that top end as you can. You've got 4 more here, don't give up now. For 4, and lift. 3, lifted. Last 2, lift, and 1, lift. Step your right foot forward in between the hands. Okay, from here, keep your back heel lifted. Press through the legs, lift up to crescent lunge. Really square off the hips here. Now, can you just take notice of your hands? Make sure that your palms are either facing towards each other or the palms are turned back towards the back of your mat. Draw your low ribs in a little bit more. You sink deeper into this crescent lunge. Start to take your gaze up towards your hands. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Arrowhead. Palms face the floor now. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Inhale, lift the arms up. Gaze up towards your hands. Exhale, sweep the arms back. You've got 2 more here. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, sweep back. Last one, lift and sweep. Now hold here in your arrowhead. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. Can you lift your front heel up off the floor? Both heels are lifted, finding your balance. From here, can you lift both arms up? Maybe take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Sweep the arms back, don't give up now. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Maybe take your gaze up, be careful. 2 more rounds, here we go. Woo! And lift. A little bit different. Last one. And lift. Lower the heel. Open up, warrior 2. Back heel lowers. Spread your wings out nice and wide. Bend into that front knee. Remember, your hips should sort of be facing the front corner of your mat, I like to think. And then the body is facing the sides. Just a little twist through the body. You sink a little bit deeper into your warrior 2. Put your front palm, inhale, reverse, reach up and back. Keep that front knee bent though. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down either side of your front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa flow here. Ripple forwards, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together so that they touch. Let's do it all on the other side. Lift your left leg up high, inhale, and hold. Really square off the hips. Start to lift the right heel up and down, up and down, up, down, up, down. Lift it up and hold. Bring your left knee into your chest. Take your chest forward over the hands. Okay, tap the left knee down and lift. 2. We're going for 8 of these. 3, lift. 4. You've got 4 more. Here we go. 4, lift. 3, lift. Last 2. Woo! Last 1. All right, step the foot forward in between the hands. Press into the legs, lift up. Crescent lunge. Remember, palms face each other or they face the back end of your mat. Low ribs, can you draw them in? From here, take your gaze up towards the sky, maybe sink a little bit deeper into the front leg. Exhale, sweep the arms back, stick with it. Inhale, lift the arms up. Take your gaze up as well. Use your breath with the movement. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lift. If you're having trouble balancing, think of squeezing your front glutes more. Really important as we move into that next round with the front heel elevated. All right, guys, sweep forwards into your arrowhead and hold. Can you lift the front heel up, either a quarter of the way or all the way? It's up to you. Be careful of the ankle. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, lift. Woo. Exhale, sweep. Just 2 more, guys. Here we go. If you fall, get back into it. Last one, almost there. Up. Lifting up. Lower the heel. All right, open up. Warrior 2. Stay low in that front leg. Feel the burn in those front glutes. Spread the arms out wide. Check your positioning. Hips, corner of the mat. Body, side of your mat. Gaze forward over your front fingers. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down either side of your front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa flow. Triple forwards, high plank, low plank, upward facing, downward facing. We're gonna rise up high in the tippy toes, bend the knees, look forwards, walk, step or hop to the top. Take a halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Beautiful. Open the eyes. Inhale, lift your arms up above you. I want you to interlace your hands together. Press the palms of your hands up towards the sky. Fingers are interlaced. Stand on your right leg only. Lift your left knee up in line with your hip. Hold. Really draw the belly button to spine. Lengthen your spine here. From here, can you take the left leg out to the side? Back to center. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Hinge your hips back. And standing up again. So the left knee lifts. Take it out. Take it forward. Cross it over the thigh. Sink the hips back. Start again. You've got 2 more. Out. In. Cross. Sink. Lift up. Last one. Out. In. Cross. Sink. Lift up. Bring your left knee beside your right knee. Can you squeeze your left heel in towards your bottom? Bend your right knee, start to hinge your body forwards, and then start to kick the left leg out nice and long behind you. So finding this kind of modified warrior 3 position. Holds. From here, can you start to straighten your right leg? Push through that right leg, see if you can straighten it. Keep kicking the left leg back. Bend the right knee again. Straighten the right leg again. You got this. We've got 2 more of these. Really bend it. Woo. And stretch it. Last one. Bend is tricky. And stretch. Bend. Come all the way back up. Bring the leg down. Woo. Bring the arms down. Give the legs a little wobble, a little shake out. Bring your hands back to heart center. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, lift the arms up high. Interlace the fingers together, press the palms up, transfer your weight over to the left leg, lift your right knee up in line with your hip. Take the right leg out to the side, back to center, cross the ankle over the thigh, sink your hips down, stand back up. 3 more rounds, out, keep the pelvis still, forwards, cross and sink, lift, 2 more, out, in, cross and sink, last one, out, and in, cross and sink the hips down. Beautiful. From here, squeeze your right heel in towards your bottom, squeeze it, you're feeling the hamstring activate here. Bend your left knee, start to hinge your body forwards, long spine. Then kick that right leg out nice and long behind you. Find your balance. Holding here, really push the right heel back to the back of your mat. Start to straighten your left leg, then bend it. Straighten and bend. Woo! 2 more, straighten and bend. Last one, straighten and bend. Stand all the way up, bring your right knee up in line with your hip and release. Shake those legs out. Tough work. Okay guys, I want you to take your legs out nice and wide now, really wide. And we're going to start to bend into the right knee, straighten up into the middle. Bend the left knee, straighten up in the middle. Now, can you start to perhaps sink your hips a little bit lower? Really take the weight over to the side. Yeah. And see how low you can get. Keep pushing through those legs. Down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Now watch your knee doesn't roll inwards, yeah? Keep it out over the toes. Maybe you can start to pick up the opposite toes off the floor. Every time, really pressing through the legs. Down. Stay strong. Lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 2 more. Down. Lift. Last one, down, hold. You can drop your hands to the floor if you like. Or you can bring your hands to heart center. We're going to stay low, keep the knees bent, transfer over to one side, and then back over to the other. Nice. One way, stay low if you can, then the other. You can always use the hands to help you. We want to try and keep the shoulders relaxed and back. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. Awesome, guys. Come all the way down. Lay on your back. Bring your heels nice and close towards your butt. Press your lower back into the mat and then release. Lower back presses into the mat, then releases, yeah? 4 more. 4. Woo! Release. My glutes, I've got the shakes. I like the shakes. 2 more. 2. Into working. Last one, press the lower back down. Can you lift the hips all the way up here now? Keep those hips lifted. Keep the rib cage flat if you can. Hold. Now, make sure that your knees aren't going out wide. Can you get those knees really tracking forwards in line with your toes? Press the palms of your hands firmly into the mat. Can you lift your right leg up? Bring it down. Then left leg lift and lower. So we're alternating legs. You're keeping your pelvis as still as possible. Lift. 4 more for 4. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now can you just wiggle your feet together so they're touching? Your knees and your thighs are really squeezing together. Like really squeeze them together even more than you think you can. From here, lift your heels up and slowly down. Okay, so working the inner thighs, working the glutes. You've got 4 more, don't stop now. For 4, lower, 3, woo, 2, last 1. Lower the hips all the way down. Separate your feet so that they're as wide as the mat and let your knees drop in towards each other. Take some deep breaths. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your lower belly. Close your eyes. Really feel the body fill up with breath. Moment of stillness here. We've got one final bit of energy, I suppose, to use up today. Gently opening your eyes. Let the knees separate and hug your knees in towards your chest. Little rock and roll a couple of times to sit yourself all the way up. Okay, staying on your bottom here, take your hands behind you. Fingers point towards your bottom. Feet hip distance apart. All right, we're gonna press through the hips. We're gonna lift the hips up and then tap those hips down. Lift, lower. Keep your heart lifted up towards the sky. Lift, lower. 4 more, for 4. Keep your gaze forward. 3, feel the stretch through the front of the shoulders. Strengthen the legs. And 1. Okay, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. You can use your hand to help you if you need. Single leg work. Here we go. Let's go for 8. 8. Lower. So you're pushing through that right leg. 7. Keep your body square. 6. 5. Really push through the right glutes. 4. And 3. Push through the right glutes. 2. And 1. Change legs. Left foot down. Right ankle over left thigh. Feel the glute stretch here. And away we go for 8. 8. Lower. Push through the left glutes. 7. Make sure your toes are pointing forward. 6. 5. And 4. Almost there. 3. Push through those left glutes. Last 2. 1. Come all the way down. Beautiful, guys. Take those legs out in front of you. Take a forward fold over the legs. Oh, nice deep breaths. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, can you reach a little further? So kind of like a wave moving through the body. Lift up as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold a little deeper. I don't want you to point or flex the feet. Can you just let them relax? But just make sure they're not turned out or in. Toes pointing forwards. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen. Hold. Carefully, can you take your hands, interlace them, and just gently place them behind your head. And just gently letting the weight of the arms draw you down. Slow, steady, deep breaths here. Release the hands. And slowly sit yourself all the way up. From here, hug your right knee into your chest. Sit up really tall, and then can you cross that right foot over the left thigh. See how close you can pull that right foot in towards you, but at the same time, keep pressing your right hip back down into the mat. I want you to hug your right leg in towards you with your left arm. Take your right hand behind your back, sit up tall, and look back over your right shoulder. Breaths. From here, can you reach both hands over towards the right on the floor? A little twist happening, and see if you can just lean a little over to the right. Come all the way up. We'll change legs to the other side. Right leg out in front of you. Hug your left knee in towards you. Sit up nice and tall here. Cross that left foot over the right thigh. Hug the left thigh in towards you with the right arm. Take the left hand behind your back. Twist. Breathe deeply. From here, take both hands over to the left a little, maybe lean down towards the floor just a little. sitting up. Uncross the thighs, both legs out in front of you. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, up and over for the feet. Slowly roll all the way down onto your back, slowly as possible. And find yourself in Shavasana, a comfortable position. You might like to bring your shoulder blades a little bit closer in towards each other, and if you find yourself with an arch in the lower back, that's okay. Palms face up towards the sky, the feet fall wherever they naturally fall. Closing down your eyes. And letting your breath here and any thoughts floating around in your mind, can you let them go? Focusing on the simple inhalation and exhalation of your breath. Relaxing the skin on your face. I encourage you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you need to move on with your day, a little wiggle of the fingers and the toes, and then gently rolling over onto one side. And then slowly making your way up into a seated position. Moment of stillness here. Bring your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me today, everybody.